Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. Yes, I look like a hot mess. Yes, I am up before everyone else is up. However, for my walk this morning, the lighting's so bad. For my walk this morning, I got up. It's pouring rain. It's 51 degrees. And I don't feel like going out in it. I'm just not up for that type of punishment this morning. So I decided I'd get up. I'd make a breakfast recipe that I haven't made in a very long time. It made it into my recipe book. If you guys haven't seen that recipe book, I'll have to see if I can sometimes show you guys that. But anyways, I had saved the recipe because I liked it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do that this morning. So when the kids get up, they have some hot, they're oatmeal muffin cups. Something different. Usually I do oatmeal bars on Tuesday, but I'm like, I so feel like doing something different. So that's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully the kids will get up shortly and they'll wake up to some hot oatmeal muffins, which I think will be pleasing to all. And then with it being so cold, it finally feels like fall up here in upstate New York. So I'm going to plan on making, I'm dropping my muffin liners while I'm talking to you guys. I've been planning on making some hot soup for lunch. I didn't have time to put in bread last night. Yesterday I made some overnight bread, which came out really good. But I just didn't have the energy to put it in last night. I was pooped last night. So I'll have to come up with plan B for that. I also have all this eggplant. I think I showed that to you in one of our earlier vlogs. So I'm just working on getting the muffin tin liners. That's why I'm not paying attention solely to the camera. But I'm going to see if I can make, I found a recipe last night. You guys know that I keep my not recipes, but magazines that I get, like Woman's Day and things like that. I keep it in a pile, and then periodically, when I have a few minutes, I'll sit down and go through them. And last night I was going through one of them, and it had this recipe for eggplant meatballs. And I went, oh, how perfect is that? I have all this eggplant in my house. So I think I'm going to try to have work on those for tonight for supper. We had some leftovers from last night, but I don't think it's quite enough for everybody. And I thought, you know, eggplant lasagna might be just the right answer. And then if some people don't like it, they can go check out the leftovers. And for those who do like it, they can eat the new fresh. So I think that's what's on my agenda today. I will attempt to film. I have not been filming a whole lot just because my kids have been my sole concern and priority. We've been doing a lot of school. I have a lot of videos I want to shoot, but really have been trying to work hard with one-on-one attention with the kids. I feel like that's really, really, really important, particularly with a new baby on the way. I want them to feel like they are getting the attention they need. With us being gone last week on vacation, again, it's just being there for your kids. So I haven't been very quick to pick up the camera because I want them to know that mom is there for them. Oh, I hear a little person up. This is the recipe. It's a little soupier than my other recipe, but we'll see what happens with it. And they're out of the oven, and the people are patiently waiting for their breakfast. Charity just had an avalanche of horse chestnuts. I don't know if we showed you guys the system she had for holding all of her horse chestnuts, keeping them out of the way of little animals that like to eat them, and keeping them high enough so the kids don't necessarily spew them about the house while they're drying. But they got so heavy that the hanger actually, did it break? It just bent? It just bent. It just bent. It's been an amazing, amazing horse chestnut year.
And I didn't even have a quarter of the amount I had it.
Yeah. So we've been drying them, and we noticed that the hanger was starting to bend. So we've been emptying out the basket so it wasn't as full. And Charity said it was only maybe a quarter of the nuts.
I rebent it.
She rebent it, and well, it just went whooing. So we have horse chestnuts everywhere. So, and Grace is working at her school. How's it going, Grace? Go down. Good job. And go down again. No, on this side. Go down here. Like that.
I need mommy's help to do
Go
my
down. And then go across. Start at the number 3 and go across. Good job, Grace. That looks very nice. Can you try making one all by yourself now? Go down, down, and across. Solid blue line to solid blue line. You try it. That's right. And then across. Very good. One more. Nice job. Good job. I'll check in just a minute. So what I'm going to do while the kids are picking up the horse chestnuts and Grace is working on her score, I'm going to be making the King Arthur no knead cheese bread, or cheese flatbread. I've made this before. I haven't made it, for probably 6 to 8 months, maybe longer. We're going to do that with pumpkin soup because it's cold and it feels so much like fall. Oh, and that looks very nice too. Good job, Grace. These are Lydia's books that she'll be reading through. And we almost finished this one, All Around the Farm, and that goes with her learning language arts with literature.
Well, I have 2 more left.
2 more stories, and then we're done with that. She's been able to read all of that from the beginning through all the chapters we've read so far. So.
And I'm up to this one.
Hound Dog, right? That's a good story. That's the one we're working on right now.
How the dog takes the job.
So these are the nuts I've gotten this year so far. And this is just off of one tree. There's one more tree I'm going to be collecting from, but they haven't fallen yet, so I have a lot of nuts. They're really, really pretty. So by the time this video is up, I should have some listed in my Etsy store. I'll put the link for that in the description below. This is the basket I was using to dry my nuts in. It worked really, really good, but the hanger up there bent. I bent back a little bit so it would hang, but I can't put all my nuts in there because I have too many.
Yeah, making bread. I like bread. And I'm we're making pumpkin scoop. And I'm helping Mommy.
One more scoop.
Another one?
Yep. So what we do, Mary, so we get the right amount. So I usually scoop it up, but then I dump it back out. It kind of aerates the flour, so it gives you a good, accurate scoop. There you go.
What's that? That's not.
Okay, no, Lily. We gotta leave that in here, okay? And while we're doing that, Lydia's working on grating the cheese for it.
Look, it's turning into dough. Are we going to big that?
It just has to spin for 60 seconds. Hold up. 60 seconds, Mary.
Mommy, look it. 2 seconds.
All right, so that was mixed for 60 seconds. So now we're going to add our cheese and our garlic to it. Mix it together just gently. Put it in our prepared pan and let it rise. That's how easy it is.
The
We'll
garlic.
put 3 of those in. Great, Mary.
1,
1, 2, 1 more. 3. All right, now we have to go get our cheese. I'm going to turn it on low. You just hold the camera. We'll just gently mix
See
it.
that garlic? It might
All
be
get mixed
yummy.
in.
Mom, won't you see the cheese?
Oh, you'll still be able to see the cheese in there.
And the cheese is on the
I
top.
wish they could smell it. It smells so yummy, doesn't it?
Yeah, they can make their own if they have one of these.
Should we put the recipe for them in the description below?
Yes. Yes, we should.
Okay. Okay, turn off the camera. So I went ahead and spread this all out. You can see the dough is really, really sticky. So it just takes a little bit of perseverance to spread it out. But now we're just going to cover it and let it rise for an hour, and then it'll be ready to bake. This is really, really an easy recipe, and I'll put the link in the description below for you. I'm working on making lunch now, and we have the bread cooking. That's actually in the oven right now. So that, and unfortunately rose really high, and then when I put the plastic wrap on, it stuck to the plastic wrap and it sunk a little bit. So, oh well, it's supposed to be flatbread anyways. And then up here, I burnt my onions a little bit, but it smells, they don't smell burnt, they smell more like caramelized, so I'm gonna go with not quite burnt. I just made a mess out of my pan. But I'm starting that process for our pumpkin bisque soup. The pumpkin soup all done, and it smells and it tastes delicious. Yes, I did snitch a little bite. And then our bread is done over there, so just a little spoonful, and it's very hot, Mary. Whoop. There we go. Hot, 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 hot. Don't spill. Blow on it. Little sip, little sip. How is it?
Good.
You like it? Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Grace is helping me carry the pot of spaghetti to the table. So I didn't show you all what I've made.
I got it.
But a quick flip it around here so you guys can see.
Yay, yay.
Eggplant meatballs. Wow, wow, wow. I will see if I can find the link to the recipe. It was actually in, I think, Woman's Day. So I don't know if I can find that, but amazing. And then we have some spaghetti, and then some salad, and leftovers. Art also, when he got home, made hummus. I think he already put that away. So he's got hummus, absolutely delicious. We're totally on a cooking spree. But if you guys want to stay up to date on what I'm actually cooking, I usually post on either Facebook or Instagram, more often Instagram than Facebook, and I'll put those links also in the description so you guys can check those out. But you'll get real-time cooking and recipes there. Oh, be kind. Be kind. Let Lily eat. Lily takes her food very seriously when it's time to eat. I am home from being on call, so cooked all day, did school, then I went off on call, quiet night, but I watched an interesting documentary on the Mayo Clinic on PBS. And I presume all of you guys can actually access that too by the time you watch this. It probably will be up for you guys to watch. If you're interested, very interesting program. In fact, I usually get home at 10 o'clock at night, and I stayed up until 11 watching it. Charity and I thought it was interesting. So I just got home. I'm going to call it a night and close out this vlog. I'm going to hit the hay myself. But thanks so much for watching. I will attempt to put all the links for the different recipes that I used today in the description below so you can find those for your use. And we'll see you for our next video. Good night.